Well, Russian President Vladimir Putin has addressed Russian ambassadors in Moscow. During his speech, he touched on improving relations with Turkey, as well as Britain's departure from the European Union. Let's get more analysis now on his address from Alexander Titov. He is a lecturer in modern European history at Queen's University in Belfast. Thanks so much for joining us, Alexander. Let's begin by getting your sentiment on Putin's address today. Do you think it bodes well for the renewal of Turkish-Russian relations?
Yes, I think so. He did mention Turkey in a positive light. He said that President Erdogan has apologized to Russia for shooting down all the plane, and it seems that so far as Putin is concerned, this is a sufficient gesture to restart negotiations. So far as Turkey is concerned, things seems to be on the mend.
What about Russia's insistence, though, that Turkey pay compensation for the downing of that jet? That's something Turkey has yet to offer.
Well, I think that's a matter of negotiation. I think we've moved away from the phase of complete silence on the issue and not talking to second stage when they start to talk to each other. And I'm sure there will be some sort of compromise found. I mean, Russia doesn't really want the actual money for the plane itself. What it wants is the recognition by the Turkey of what is done, what was wrong, and so forth. And I think that's a matter of settling the actual issue of how it will be compensated is a different matter, something which the diplomats can settle.
Okay, good to hear your optimism there. Well, he also mentioned Brexit. Does Putin see the UK leaving the EU as an opportunity of sorts for Russia?
Well, I think he's not shedding any tears of the Brexit. He actually was quite scathing about Prime Minister Cameron for, first of all, calling the referendum in the first place, and secondly, using Russia and Putin as a scarecrow to scare people to voting to stay inside the European Union. But so far as Putin is concerned, I think there is both issues of opportunity and some dangers for the Russian economy in terms of its turbulence in the world markets, particularly within the EU, which is the biggest trading partner, can be potential dangers to Russia. But in the long term, this might offer Russia more unified Europe, which is less influenced by the United States and which is more willing to deal with Russia on various issues than when it had Britain in it.
And what about Syria? Was there any indication at all that Russia might be willing to compromise now, particularly on the role of Bashar al-Assad?
I don't think there was any sort of shift of the position from the previous statements. I think what the emphasis was again put on the need for compromises by all sides, for the need to international cooperation, for the need to build up a coalition against the Islamic State, against the terrorists in general. So I think Russia is relatively content with what's been happening so far and is willing to continue on that path of engaging diplomatically with all the sides to find a solution.
Great. Alexander Titov, we're going to have to leave it there. I'd like to thank you so much for joining us.